What's up, guys? This is Andy. I hope you all had a really good New Year's. Mine was really fun, and I'm really excited for 2019. But before we start talking about 2019, a whole bunch of videos, let's reflect back on 2018 and talk about, well, my personal top 5 games of the year. Caution, I really didn't play a ton of games that came out last year. I mean, I played a decent amount, but it wasn't an extreme amount to the point where I wanted to make like a top 5 like objective list of like, oh, these were the 5 best games, because there are a lot of games that were probably looked as objectively better than a lot of the games that I played personally, but I just didn't play them. Like, for example, God of War, I bought on Black Friday, but then I had finals, and then Smash Bros came out, and I haven't even opened the game yet. Red Dead Redemption 2, I just never bought that. I mean, I want to play it eventually, but time, money, you know what I mean, like school, hang out with friends, like it just I don't always have the time to do that. And a lot of the time that I do have a decent amount of free time, but I play a lot of other games too, so it's just it's annoying. So instead of doing like a top 5, like a legit top 5 list, I thought I'll just do like a 5 favorites game list. So yeah, enough of me talking, and let's get right into the list. So my number 5, my 5th favorite game of the year that came out this year at least, is Shadow of the Tomb Raider. I really, really enjoy the Tomb Raider games. I never played any of the older titles, but starting with the 2013 reboot, I played that, and I played Rise of the Tomb Raider, and I thought they were both excellent games. I really liked the Uncharted games, but I never had a PlayStation 3, so that was kind of my my way of playing an adventure-style game like those. But yeah, I really enjoyed the past 2, and Shadow of the Tomb Raider, I'm actually really close to the end of the game right now. It's really good. I wouldn't say it's as good as the previous 2. I mean, it's hard to say, but maybe it's because it's just a third entry, and I guess maybe it's starting to lose a little bit of its charm or something like that, but it's still a really good game. I'm enjoying it. I'd still give it like a solid 8.5 out of 10 probably, if not higher, but yeah, it's really good. I highly recommend playing it if you are interested in really just any action adventure game. It does feel kind of like you're playing an interactive movie, because there's a lot of dialogue and story to it. A lot of the sequences are scripted in the sense that like they're like action sequences where you're running. Some of them do allow you to like tackle situations in your own way. Like you can be more stealthy, where you can just go all out and, you know what I mean, just bring out your pistol or whatever and just try to kill the enemies that way. It gives you a little bit of freedom in some areas, but generally speaking, it is a pretty linear game, and it focuses more on storytelling more than anything, but it's still a lot of fun. And yeah, it's good. So that's my number 5. My number 4 is Celeste. Now, this game is at number 4 because I haven't played enough of it. I only recently got it like a few days ago, a little before the year ended, and I put a decent amount of time, considering that I just bought it recently. But here's the thing. I'm putting it number 4 because like I was actually debating on whether or not I should put it on the list. Not because I'm like, oh, I'm going to put it on the list and I'm going to regret doing that because it shouldn't be. Like, not because of that. The game's terrific. I played enough of it to know that it should be on the list, and it should be at least higher than Shadow of the Tomb Raider for me. But I feel like if I play the game more and I get further in and am more invested with the story and everything, that it'll end up skyrocketing to my number 2 or 1 or something like that. So I do feel a little lame putting it number 4 because of that, but the lame truth is just that I haven't owned the game long enough. I haven't put enough hours and stuff into it to really say how much I love it. But I can tell you this much, I really like it. It's a fantastic platformer. Even the beginning of the game, like it has really good pacing at the beginning. It doesn't start out too slow. The game feels difficult at the beginning, but not like aggressively difficult either. Enough to the point where like, you know that the game pushes you a bit, but you're like, it doesn't expect too much from you right now, but it's not just being flat out easy like some... I mean, I'm a huge Nintendo fan. Obviously, this is a Nintendo channel, but you gotta admit, like, a lot of Nintendo games sometimes start out way too easy to the point where you're like, all right, like, I'm not, like, I don't know. I liked Celeste because it pushed me a little bit at the beginning. It offered some challenge without being, like, too aggressively turned all the way, like, difficulty to 10 difficult. So, it's really good, and I'm really excited to play more of it. My number 3... So my 3rd entry is Donkey Kong Country Tropical Freeze. I love this game so much. The reason why it's at number 3 and not any higher, though, is because it's a Wii U port. And I hate saying that, because I know that's such a lame argument. It's like, oh, it's a Wii U port, so the game isn't as good. But here's the thing. This is like I said, this is my favorite games of the year. It's more of a subjective list. And the truth is, I owned a Wii U and I played it on the Wii U. So the game, while still a lot of fun, and I really loved replaying it, obviously I bought it, so like I wouldn't have rebought it if I didn't like the game. But my point is, it just didn't hold enough value to me. Like it wasn't as fresh as an experience as my number 2, my number 1 options of this list. So that's the reason why the game is where it is. But it's amazing. If you don't own this game or you just never played it, and you own either a Wii U and or a Switch, you owe it to yourself to play this game. It is one of the best 2D platformers I've played in my life. It's so good. I like it more than honestly, like I think I like it more than the original Mario's. Like they nailed it. They did such a good job with it. Retro Studios is just a super talented studio. Metro Prime games are amazing. I know some people were a little angry that they made Tropical Freeze instead of like another Metro game or a new IP or something, but Tropical Freeze is one of the best 2D platformers ever. Honestly, it's one of my favorites. And I think if you have a Switch or a Wii U, you have to play it. So definitely recommend it. The music in the game is also absolutely terrific. So definitely play it. My number 2 entry is Spider-Man for the PlayStation 4. I didn't own a PlayStation 4 until late 2018. When did the game come out? When did Spider-Man come out? Like September, I think. But I didn't get a PlayStation 4 until then, because I mean I always wanted one, but there was never that I was kind of on like the edge of getting one, but I needed something to just push me to get it. And Spider-Man was that game. I traded my Xbox One during over the summer, and I had a ton of GameStop credit because of that. And I remember the limited edition went in stock there, like the limited edition Spider-Man PS4 Pro, and I just pulled the trigger. And I have no regrets. Spider-Man is one of the most amazing games that I played this year. Everything about it is just so good. I mean, even just roaming around and just literally, you don't need to do anything objectively in the game. You can just kind of run around and just swing, and it's just the web swinging just feels terrific. The game, the story, the characters are all really well done. If they feel like how they should in a Spider-Man movie, everything's well paced. The fighting mechanics, I'm not a huge fan of beat-em-up games, but I have to say, since I'm not a huge fan of beat-em-up games, they still managed to do a really good job with the fighting mechanics. Like, I still genuinely enjoyed fighting a lot of the groups of enemies. I will have to say, as much as I enjoyed the main game, the DLC isn't that great. I mean, it came with the bundle that I got, because I usually never buy, like, limited edition games or anything like that. But it came, since I got, like, the Spider-Man PS4 Pro, like, it just came with it. And I didn't play Pack 3, but Pack 1 was pretty mediocre, honestly. Pack 2 was a bit better, but I didn't play Pack 3, but whatever. But point is, it's a great game. If you have a PlayStation 4, then you should own this game. And if you don't, then you're crazy. So it's awesome. And my number 1 game, this is going to be absolutely zero surprise for everyone, but it is Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. I love Smash Bros. Like, Smash Bros. Is just a ton of fun. I think everyone loves Smash. So, yeah. I mean, I could just stop talking now, because I don't need to keep talking about Smash Bros. But just to put a little bit of context in case you didn't watch my impressions video, I might repeat a little bit of stuff, but point is, I haven't loved a Smash Bros. Game this much since Melee. I remember Brawl coming out, and it was a lot of fun. I really enjoyed playing through Subspace Emissary, but overall, as a whole, the game I thought was a step behind Melee. Same thing with the Wii U and 3DS versions. Like, they had like no single player content at all. They kind of just felt like this skeleton of a game. They're like, hey, we put Brawl in HD and made the gameplay slightly faster and removed tripping, and that's it. Like, it doesn't even have a single player mode, and I don't know. It was. I'm gonna get a lot of hate for saying that. I'm gonna get so much hate because I know a lot of people like actually hold for like Smash 4 as their favorite, and that's fine. But like, Ultimate is the first game in the series that I think I like more than Melee. Like, the gameplay, it's even faster than Smash Bros. For Wii U. It's still not as fast as Melee, but I mean, it feels really good though. Like, it still feels terrific. They added some new competitive mechanics to the game. Tons of new items, characters, stages, an entire story mode in the form of World of Light, like over 70 unique classic modes to play through, a ton of spirits to collect. I mean, I missed the trophies, but still, like, a ton of things to collect. Like, they did a good job with it. There are very, very few complaints I have about the game. So, yeah, as I said with almost every other game on this list, if you have X system, then you should buy X game. But yeah, if you own a Switch, then you should own Ultimate, because you're crazy if you don't. I know I said it with Spider-Man, but it's the truth. Like, you gotta own this game. So those are my top 5 games of the year. Honorable mention to Hollow Knight. I didn't put enough time into that game either. Honestly, that game I owned for a lot longer. The thing is, it's just such a long game. And I like Metroidvania games, but it's a really long game, and I feel like the pacing isn't as good with that. Here's the thing. Some people really like games that are, like, less handhold, like, not as action-based. Like, there is a lot of fighting in that game. Some people, I think, called it, like... Some people, I think, refer to it as, like, the Dark Souls of Metroidvania games. Sorry if you're listening to that and you're like, I've never heard anyone say that. Maybe I just made that up. I forget. But the game is a lot bigger in scope than I thought it was, and there are times where it feels like it's going at a really slow pace. Some people really love that. One of my best friends played through the game, and he loved that aspect of it. Like, he said he loved how the game wasn't, like, way too fast-paced and everything. I think I'm just more of a fan of fast-paced games, which is why I'm enjoying Celeste a lot more. But it's definitely a great game. I still really enjoyed it. I didn't beat it, and I want to go back and properly beat it. But until then, it's an honorable mention. But yeah, those are my games of 2018. It's a bit of a shame because there are still a lot of games I feel like could have been on this list if I just played them. Like, I own Assassin's Creed Odyssey and God of War upstairs, and I haven't opened either of them. I just never got around to playing them because I have so many other games to play through. So I will get around to them, but as of now, that's my list. So let me know in the comment section below what your top 5 games of 2018 was. And next video, I don't exactly know 100% what my next video is going to be of, but one of the next videos we'll talk about 2019. I mean, I don't know. 2019 looks amazing as a Nintendo fan. I mean, I'm excited for other games that aren't just Nintendo, but since this is, like, I guess mainly a Nintendo channel, like, Nintendo's 2019 looks amazing. So, yeah, it's going to be fun. Looking forward to all these games, but that's going to be it for now. Like I said, comment below, and I'll see you guys next video. Peace.